And so I'm in a completely different space in my life, but I appreciate now how narcissists want you to wait on them. They want you to worry. And that is the kind of energy that they bring into your lives. And it causes anxiety, it causes upset, it causes confusion, it causes you to feel uncertain. Like, I'm not even kidding. In my marriage, I was completely uncertain all the time. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel cared about. I didn't feel loved. I felt lonely. And those of you who have been in narcissistic relationships will know exactly how that feels.
Hey, chosen ones. So today I'm switching up my content a little bit, and I'm going to be talking about narcissism. Okay, a lot of you guys may not know, but I've had a lot of narcissists in my life, and I've been having some flashbacks recently. Now, in terms of me being healed after having been exposed to narcissistic abuse, I feel I have completely. I still get the flashbacks, and I still sometimes find that I just can't believe that's what I've been through. But for the most part, I am able to identify narcissists pretty easy. And I just kind of try and keep away, mind my business, But today I wanted to talk about how narcissists want you to worry and they want you to wait on them, okay? And the reason why I want to talk about this subject is because I remember when I was with my narcissistic ex, there was a time where we were supposed to be traveling to go somewhere. And I was coming from work and he was coming from work, and we were going to meet at this location at a specific time. Now, it was a Friday, so we were actually planning on going away for the weekend. Now, me being me, I don't want to waste people's time. I respect people's time, so I wanted to get there on time. Now, in order to get there on time, I had to make sure I had finished my work, had done everything in order to leave the office. Now, I got to this location on time. And then I called my narcissistic ex and I was like, oh, where are you? And he was like, oh, he's just leaving the office. He'll be with me soon. So I said, okay, fine. And back in those days, I was extremely patient. I was overly patient, to be honest with you. And I never, ever once thought somebody would, do things to cause pain or to harm. I was still extremely naive. So he said he was leaving the office to join me. So I waited 30 minutes. He hadn't been there. He wasn't there. And I was like, oh, maybe he's still on his way or whatever. An hour passed. So now I call him. Oh, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm really struggling to get there. I'll be there soon. Okay, fine. 30 minutes. He wasn't there. Another hour. He still wasn't there. This guy kept me waiting for 3 hours. And the sad thing is that those times I never once suspected that he was either doing it on purpose or that he just wanted to have a bit of fun before he came and met me. I had no idea. And because of that, now, once I have, I'm no longer with my narcissistic ex and I'm healed and I've overcome and all those kind of things. I get these flashbacks every once in a while and I'm like, gosh, he made me wait 3.5 hours, worried by myself. It was cold, it was getting dark, and he had no regard for me, of course, but it was like he left me waiting. He wanted me to worry, he wanted me to wait, and he wanted to see how far he could push it, right? And I allowed that. But the beautiful thing about it now is that it's not something I would ever do again. It really isn't. So I wonder why I still have those flashbacks. I guess it's because when it was happening, I had no idea the kind of games he was playing. I had no idea what he was doing, right? Whereas now I look back and I'm like, gosh, I really, really believed everything he said. I never thought that somebody would do something to hurt someone or make them wait or make them worry just to get in a reaction, Another thing is that when you meet the narcissist, as you know, they are like, you're the best person you could have ever imagined meeting. They're your soulmate. They're everything you could ever want and all these kind of things. And once they've gotten you, they start turning up the temperature a little bit at a time. They start turning the temperature a little bit at a time. So I don't know if you've heard the saying or heard something where they say, how do you boil or how do you cook a frog alive? And you do that by putting them in water, lukewarm water, and what you do is you put the fire on and you keep turning up the temperature a little bit at a time, to the point that the frog doesn't even realize that the temperature is raising, because it's being raised at such a slow pace that you don't even notice that you're in hot water. By the time you know it, you are boiled, right? And that's the kind of analogy I'm going to use for being with a narcissist. You don't realize the kind of abuse that they're putting you in until it's like extreme to the extreme. And even by then, you are so tied in with the narcissist that it's hard to release yourself and let go is all weird, spiritual, and scary. Okay. So the point is that narcissists do that because they are so smart, and they know that if they were to just pounce on you straight away, and you're still strong, you would probably just run away. But because they turn the heat up a little bit by a little bit, you don't realize that you are losing your strength, chosen one. You are losing your strength. You are losing your ability to speak up for yourself. You're losing your confidence, your self-esteem. So by the time they really turn up the heat, you are a shell of yourself. You are no longer who you used to be able to fight back or stand up for yourself, right? So the point is that once you've been through that, you will never go through that again, okay? I have come across so many more narcissists in my life, and I identify them and I back away. And I make sure that I don't deal with them. Even in the church, chosen ones, there are narcissistic people, and I do not deal with them. I really don't. Stay out of my way, and I will stay out of yours. And another thing is that you don't want to cross me, because once you know that I know, and I know that you know that I know, you do not want to deal with me, because I will not give you the time of day. It's as simple as that. And so I'm in a completely different space in my life, but I appreciate now how narcissists want you to wait on them. They want you to worry. And that is the kind of energy that they bring into your lives. And it causes anxiety, it causes upset, it causes confusion, it causes you to feel uncertain. Like, I'm not even kidding. In my marriage, I was completely uncertain all the time. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel cared about. I didn't feel loved. I felt lonely. And those of you who have been in narcissistic relationships will know exactly how that feels. Okay. And so now I've overcome that and I'm healed. There's no way I would ever go back to that or that kind of behavior and that kind of treatment, which moves me on to the second part of my video. Once you know the value of peace, and once you have peace in your life, you no longer want to go back to that kind of rubbish, that terrible situation, right? And that is why I think now my tolerance level has really changed. As soon as I get like that gut feeling or something doesn't feel right, I'm gone. I'm not sticking around, okay? Because that's my intuition talking, and I've got a really strong intuition. Also, chosen ones, we are the type that we vibe high, okay? We are very much love orientated. We are very much empathetic. And so we are like really high vibe, okay? Because love is the highest vibration you can have, right? And so when you don't have narcissists and things in your life, you are up there. And narcissists always want to kind of pick and prod at you so you come down to their level. So at this stage in my life, I really do not have time for anything that will not bring me peace. And once I notice that you are not bringing me peace, I am gone. I'm not even hanging around. I will not even wait 1 second to deal with your rubbish. I don't want it, okay? If it doesn't bring me peace, I'm not going to be a part of it. And I want to keep my vibration high. This is why nowadays I don't stoop to their level. I will not get triggered by a narcissist, because the beautiful thing about it is that I can spot what they're going to do way before they do it. I'm 10 steps ahead, okay? So I will not get triggered. I will not go down to their level. I will not stoop down to their level, even argue or fight or get into an uncomfortable situation with them. I will not do it. I'm gone. I'm out of here. And I came across this post by a lady called Amber Mariah, and her post was talking about something about never respond to negativity, always respond to love. And I resonated with that so much, because chosen ones, when you want peace, you don't go after the people that are going to try and trigger you and bring you down. The negative people that are just jealous and that just want to cause you to feel unsure about yourself, uncertain, because they are uncertain about themselves. I do not respond to negative comments. I do not respond to negativity. I do not respond to negative behavior. I do not respond to like just criticism on people. I do not respond to people trying to criticize others in a negative way. I don't do any of those kind of things. And I really loved her comment, because once you only respond to love, you keep your vibration up there, chosen ones. We are up there. We want to stay up there. And all that these other people try to do is to bring us down to their level and to distract us, right? So narcissists are a distraction. Manipulative people, distraction. Negative people, a distraction. People that just want to moan and are low vibe and want to take your time, negative distraction. So nowadays, in order to have enough time to focus on myself and do what is important as a chosen one, I do not respond to anything other than love. Okay. And that is where I wanted to end this video. So chosen ones, if you have been in a narcissistic relationship before, and your narcissist wanted you to worry and they wanted you to be sad and cause you pain and all of those kind of things, get out of there and get out of that situation. Okay. But I think the other thing I want to say is that do not allow narcissistic people to trigger you. Do not allow them to even know that they affect you. Do not even allow them into your life in the first place. And if they are in your life, get rid of them and love them from a distance. Okay. It's really, really important. And I just wanted to end on that note. So chosen ones, I just want to say I'm sending you a lot of love. Thank you so much for all my new subscribers. Thank you for your amazing, positive, lovely comments. And if there is something that you know that you need to be doing that you haven't started doing, or you're just afraid to do and you haven't taken that step, I encourage you to start today. If not today, start tomorrow. And I'm wishing you guys all the best. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye.